A new monster has risen, and it is real, it's not fake, and it is coming out after you. If I were you, after you watch this video, I would start locking your bedroom doors at night, and keep an eye in the corner of your vision. We're going to be investigating the FNAF case of robotic taco re-uploads. Well, at first, these videos appear to be simple, something exciting and new from the FNAF fanverse. We find out there is something deeper and darker going on within this ARG. And we're going to be uncovering all of the lore behind this new FNAF ARG, and hopefully not become a victim of the virus ourselves. On July 14th of 2025, 316 days ago, Robotic Taco Re-Uploads, the channel was created. This channel is very basic, uses an emoji for its profile picture, and a group of animatronics from FNAF as their banner. Now, if we look at the description for this channel, it gives us a little bit more information to go off of. This is Liam, TFG1987_SFM's friend. This channel is dedicated to re-uploading videos me and Jake are finding on our old drive, USBs, etc. that all revolve around this weird FNAF game or stuff related to it. If you guys find any other info or other videos like this, please send them my way to robotictaco@gmail.com. So already we know there's some interesting pieces of lore here. It seems that the videos that Robotic Taco is re-uploading are not his own, but rather videos that he is finding from someone else. The first video of the channel was uploaded around the same time when the channel was created. The video is entitled Robotic Taco Video 1, No Real Title Found. And in the description, Liam gives us some more information about this video and where he got it. He says, "The video itself is very poor quality, and I swear it wasn't me. This is exactly how the video looked when I downloaded it. No idea where this video came from or the date it released, but it looks ancient. There are a lot of clips from the Awoken animation here, some of which look like they were recorded from a camera pointed towards a monitor. And there are also some new photos, seemingly from what looks like an extras menu and a camera feed. There's also a very low quality close-up of a weird Freddy, but all red, and holding that cleaver from the animation. Jump scare?" When we watch the video, the person asks us if we have seen a cursed FNAF game, and yeah, Liam was not kidding. It's very, very poor quality. The original uploader then says, "I'm here to show you all the pictures, screenshots, and videos I have found." The first image is that of this Funtime Freddy character from the characters menu. We are unable to read the name of the character. The next photo is of this Funtime Freddy standing in a hallway of what appears to be the cameras menu for the gameplay. The next image is then that of the Funtime Freddy holding the cleaver or knife, which Liam mentioned in the video's description. Next come the videos, which, like Liam said, seem to be someone filming them from a camera pointed at someone's screen. They're extremely low quality and just basic animations of the Funtime Freddy. The original uploader then says they're looking to find more footage, and that hopefully that they could find the actual game themselves. He then goes on to say that the person who originally posted these have not responded to their messages. So just from this one video, we've learned a lot. For one, Robotic Taco Re-Uploads appears to not be the first person investigating this strange game. There seems to be a person who came before him who was also uploading these to the internet, trying to figure them out. And so with this information, let's create a chain of events to better understand this. It appears that there is a developer for this game, and that will put on this side of the chain. Next up, we know that these files and images somehow fell into the hands of the original uploader, the one we are watching these videos from. And most likely we can speculate that this was taking place around 2016. 2016 is when FNAF Sister Location by Scott Cawthon was released, and most likely was when this FNAF spin-off game of that game was being created. And now we come to the present day with this YouTube channel, Robotic Taco Re-Uploads. The videos that we are watching of the first uploader have fallen in the hands of Robotic Taco Re-Uploads, and now he is trying to figure it out. And then there's us, the audience, who is trying to figure it out just as much as the re-uploader. And so now that we have that figured out, we We can begin to analyze every little bit of these videos if they came from the first uploader. If we look at the very second video, the person says welcome back to their channel, which means they were most likely uploading these videos originally to YouTube probably around 2016. I've done some searching on YouTube and I cannot find personally any channel that these videos came from, which leads me to believe that this is obviously an ARG, something that's being created by Robotic Taco re-uploads. But in the second video, the original uploader claims that they've found actual gameplay footage. And once we see it, the name of the game is called Five Nights at Freddy: Sister's Location. When the player clicks playtime, we are then put into a weird office that has 2 doors, a camera system, as well as a desk we can hide under. Throughout the gameplay, the Funtime Freddy character gets more and more aggressive as time goes on, and strange things begin to happen. For one, we notice, as we get close-up images of Funtime Freddy, that there seems to be almost a flesh substance behind the faceplate. Almost as if this isn't just an animatronic, but actually the corpse of a human inside of it. This could also explain the strange design of this character, looking more like a human as opposed to an animatronic. But the video ends with a very strange picture of what appears to be Funtime Freddy without his mask. The original uploader then goes on to say they have a couple theories, one of which being the name of the animatronic itself. He points out from his first video the image that they found has this name for the animatronic, Ursy Carnifex. Now this name, Ursy Carnifex, is very strange, but if we look into the Latin of these 2 words, which is actually what this is, the name is the Butcher Bear. And this now appears to be the main antagonist of this ARG. But moving forward, we go to the third video, which is literally only 4 seconds long, and it's called Resettlement. Liam goes on to say this in the description of this video: I have no idea what we have here. It reminds me of the animation that started the search more than actual gameplay, unless maybe the game includes cutscenes? I'm also not sure if the thing in the video is Freddy. Its teeth look sharper, or at least I think that's what I can see through the pixels. If we watch this video called Resettlement, Liam is right, this is not Funtime Freddy. It appears to be almost a version of Funtime Foxy, if we are correct. And Funtime Foxy here is screaming out for help and wondering where he is. This then begins to make me wonder if there's someone also trapped inside of Funtime Foxy as well. The fourth video that we get from Robotic Taco re-uploads is welcoming us back to their channel, and the person claims that they have found more gameplay footage. This time the stakes have risen immensely, as well as the quality of the video itself. In the video, the player plays the game for a little over 5 minutes, with Ursy, or the Butcher Bear, stalking them from both directions, door to the left and door to the right. We get some very strange images of what appears to be Ursy without his mask, screaming and running away from the light that we shine at him. We also get the animation of Ursy coming into our office, but for whatever reason he allows us to hide underneath the table. Ursy also can come up to the small door to our right, and if we close it in time, he will continue to bang his hand on it until he then teleports away. The gameplay continues up until the timestamp of 4:50, where the night ends, and we are greeted with a screen that says, "You survived the night, good for you, extras unlocked on the menu." If you go to the menu and we go to the extras screen, this gives us the characters menu, which we saw from the very first video, as well as a locked character, which we cannot see at this time. But if we continue into the extra screen, there is a Your Prize option. When we click that, we are granted by a very grotesque looking version of Ursy talking to us. He says, "I knew you could do it, Daniel. You are special, and I appreciate that about you. I see your potential. Do not be afraid, do not hide away anymore. I will make you perfect." He then stares into our soul for a couple seconds, and then the image changes. It seems we are looking down a large black fiery hole as strange symbols flash on the screen. You can then hear the player themselves screaming as it appears we are being sucked into whatever dimension that this portal is. And the video pretty much ends there. In the next video, however, which is video 5 on the channel, the original uploader tells us they have even more footage to share with us. It then cuts to the player playing Five Nights at Freddy's sister location and clicking a playtime. When they do this, we are greeted by a different atmosphere. This atmosphere seems to be created by more of a cartoonish look. And there's even an Ursy character that looks like a cartoon figure. Ursy goes on to tell us that he enjoys getting to play with us, but however, the game isn't quite ready to play yet. The image then cuts out, and if we pause it, we can see that he's referring to the fox, and that the fox has not been behaving or doing what Ursy wants him to do. The fox is most likely referencing the fox that we saw in video 3. Ursy then corrects himself and says, "The fox is helping me get everything all nice and ready for you." Ursy then says that he has a surprise he wants to show us, however, we have to keep it a super duper secret. Once we say okay, a video appears on the screen to play. By playing the video, we are greeted by Ursy staring intently at us, but he then steps aside, revealing the Foxy that we saw from video 3 just staring blankly at the ground. But behind him, Funtime Freddy emerges and seems to be speaking to us through the text which appears on the screen. He asks us if we are excited to play the game and says that Vulpus is helping him get it all set up. Vulpus presumably being the fox, which is standing in front of him. Ursy says that he's sorry that everything's not ready and that he spread himself a bit thin in preparing everything, but said that Vulpus is going to make everything even better. He then says he's very creative. Here's one interesting thing, something to take note of. Ursy says, "But look at me go on and on. I don't get to talk very often." That will be something that will come up later. Ursy just claims that he's excited for us to play the game and says that he knows we've been watching the videos. He says that he's been watching them too from the other side. He then says we're gonna have so much fun together. Now let's just pause it and hold on right there, because this is where the ARG begins to get a little juicy. Because it appears that Ursy not only knows the original creator and uploader of these videos, but he also knows about Robotic Taco re-uploads, and more importantly, us, the viewers. He knows what's going on with these videos, and he knows that, yeah, we would want to play his game if we could. He also claims that he's been watching from the other side, implying that he's from a different dimension. But then moving on, Ursy disappears and we're left with Vulpus, or Foxy. Foxy, or Vulpus, then seems to startlingly wake up, look at himself, and scream. Ursy then comes over and punishes Vulpus. We then cut back to the cartoon Ursy and simply says that the fox was misbehaving in front of us. And that's pretty much the end of the video. And so moving on to video 6, we see something strange starts to happen. This video is a cry of help from the original uploader of these videos. He's been claiming he has been seeing some weird things outside of his window and seems to be stalking him. And if you do look in the videos, you can kind of see what he is referring to. He also claimed he saw something moving outside of his door, and there does appear to be something standing there. But in this video, this is the damning evidence. For whatever reason, as he was filming, his camera would start to cut out and act all weird and wavy. The only thing that could do something like this is some sort of electrical interference, which could be caused by, say, an animatronic. The original creator then goes on to claim that if anyone is messing with them, to stop. That takes us to video number 7, which is actually created from Robotic Taco re-uploads. He basically creates the same chain that we made earlier to make it less confusing for new viewers. Robotic Taco simply claims that he is simply re-uploading the videos from the original uploader. And this takes us to video 8, the last video on the channel, which appears to be a continuation of video 4. We start off as it seems to be us playing as the character, who now we know his name is Daniel. Daniel has just been sucked into what appears to be the dimension that Ursy is from, and he finds himself in a pixelated form and stares back up into the portal in which he came from, most likely being his own computer screen. He is then clamped and spun around by Ursy. Ursy speaks to him through text and says hello. It says it's nice to meet us face to face. He then brings us into an elevator and starts it, and then says a very strange line. Did you really think you were getting a voice before me? He then chokes us to sleep and a music montage plays. We then play a very disturbing game of hide and seek with Ursy, as he then reveals another new superpower that he has that we've never seen before. The fact of which being he has these weird arm legs that he enjoys using to both scare and capture us. Towards the end of playing hide and seek, we barely survive, but then is knocked out by Ursy with a cleaver. We then are woke up by Ursy in a very disturbing scene of us being strapped to a medical chair and Ursy saying he wondered when we would wake up. Ursy then tells us he's went to grab a few more things and to stay put. But as we are sitting there, a screen lowers from the ceiling with a symbol we have seen before. The symbol gets closer, and we are sucked through a small portal. We then wake up to a voice saying, "Thank you, Daniel. Thank you for all the sacrifices you have made. Everything you gave me to use. I just hope I didn't take too much." We stare down at our body and realize we have been turned into Vulpus, the fox, and that we no longer have a voice. Ursy took it from us. And now it appears Ursy is even more powerful than ever because he has a voice he can use. And that currently is where we are at with the ARG, as Daniel's first day came out over a month ago. The first question to ask is exactly what is Ursy? Which at this moment we don't have enough information to definitively decide exactly 100% what he is, but I think it's safe to say he is an entity and he is something evil. And he definitely wants to grow and become more powerful. And I think it is safe to assume that there is no actual creator of this video game. Five Nights at Freddy Sister's Location. I think that this is a game that has strictly been created by Ursy himself. And he's broadcasting it from whatever dimension he is from, and is using it to lure victims to play his game and become his prisoners. I think we can see this clearly with the story of Daniel or Vulpus. You see, Ursy claims that he spread himself a bit thin in the creating of the game, but now Vulpus is here to make everything work smoothly. He is capturing people to help him create this digital kingdom in order to make it run smoother and get bigger. Also, the whole thing about him not having a voice is now giving him even more power. By stealing Daniel's voice, he can now communicate with new unsuspecting victims by using verbal voice now, no longer just text. And by using his cartoon form, he can very easily get into the minds of his victims, which seems to be what's happening to the original uploader of these videos. The original uploader is beginning to become paranoid. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if some of the next videos we get are that of the original uploader being sucked into Ursy's dimension himself. There are so many roads that this ARG could go, and I think it's only a matter of time before more becomes revealed. But just as I was preparing to upload this video, the unexpected happened. Wait, what? Oh no! Robotic Tacos released yet another video. This video has an encrypted video file name which actually uses a Caesar cipher which comes out to contain for now. And this video shows us something very interesting. We see what appears to be the original owner of the files burying a UBS drive in a box, somewhere out in the middle of the woods in a pile of dirt. And as the character is bearing this, we can see Ursy crying out for help and demanding the person to stop. But I've been thinking about something. Is it possible this ARG is actually turning into an ARG? Like, what if we ourselves can go and find this box with this USB drive and possibly play the game for ourselves? I've looked around the channel and I so far can't find anything such as coordinates or location to where this person buried this box. However, maybe I'm missing something. And perhaps this is just a part of Robotic Taco's story. Maybe he's going to be the one to go and find it. But just so you know, make sure to be checking the channel from time to time, because I have a feeling if we're the ones that's supposed to find it, it will be dropped very soon. And so make sure to subscribe to this channel, because we're going to be unpacking the newest video of this ARG as soon as it drops. And so with that, hope you all keep curious, and I will see you next time in another Mactacular video. Have a fantastic day.